All right. First and foremost, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS, and I also want to say salutations to the elect. All right. And today I'm just going to briefly expound on some of the deceitfulness of Esau, because Esau is the ultimate uh, devil, and the word devil means to deceive. And he's such a deceiver, and the reason why I work, one of the reasons why I work, for one, he's the left-hand side of Yahweh Shem Shai, and secondly, you believe him because you don't know anything outside of that. And when I say you, I don't mean like the brothers in the truth. I just mean you in general. You believe what Esau tells you because he created a reality, a false reality, and you don't know anything outside of that reality. It's like the Truman Show, all right, with Jim Carrey. But two things that I wanted to expound on, and the first is your drive. You got two dominant drives in your body, man. The two most dominant, demanding drives. One is your what they call a sex drive, and another is called your hunger drive, right? And those two drives basically drive you. But what we call a sex drive is really a reproductive drive. And the reason why I'm speaking on this in this lesson is because Esau takes your two most demanding drives and he markets off of it. All right. It's basically like a demonic pussy spell, as they call it, with the women, man. And really, women aren't nothing but servants, man. But Esau take your reproductive drive and markets off of it, because now he basically turned women into like porn stars, man. And when you look at a woman and you look at her breasts and her thighs and her butt, those are really secondary sex traits, man. And her secondary sex traits, they're basically designed to turn you on when she's in the room with you, to basically provoke you to reproduce with her. Really, if you think, it's really not about sex. There's really no such thing as sex. It's really reproduction. All right, and that pleasure you get from reproduction is that your reward system being triggered for doing what you were primarily, primitively designed to do, man. Because the most important thing you can do on a primal level is to reproduce yourself. So a woman was designed to reproduce herself in her. That's why you're the farmer and she's the land, and you were designed to plant your seed in her. But Esau, knowing that, and he knows that that's something that's primitively in you, Esau knowing that and know that's something that's primitively in you, he takes that drive and markets off of it. So now you got some called pornography and the strip clubs, and basically every time you get a woman, the first thing you pop into your head is what? You got to spend money on her, because as soon as you spend money on her, you pump money into the economy. All right, as soon as you take her out on those restaurants, you pump money into that economy, man. All right, and that's deceitfulness, man. And now they had this thing, because basically the whole thing is to not only demonize the so-called black man, but dehumanize man in general and make it seem like, we're animals. We're not animals. Basically, Esau took our drives and marketed off of it, because anything that's dealing with a woman, more than likely you're going to spend money, man. That's why you have kids. What happens? She puts you on child support, man. That's not for her benefit. That's for the benefit of the state, of the government, man. All right? Or whatever it may be. You got to pump money into the economy, man. That's why, like prostitution, that's illegal, because some chick getting her hotel room or her apartment room and selling her body out of her apartment, Esau can't get a profit off that, man. If she could put that into a W-2, best believe that would not be illegal. All right, but it's all about money. So Esau takes something that's basically involuntary, something you can't turn off or suppress, or you really can't suppress. He markets off that, because you're gonna always have it. All right, that's why everything is revolving around sex. But really, the Most High didn't create sex for the purpose of sex. He created that for the purpose of reproduction, man. And that orgasm you get, that feeling you get at the end, that's your reward system to say, keep reproducing, man. Because a man's his primal purpose is to reproduce himself, man. But like I said, Esau being a devil, he took that and wrapped it in a package and sold you the pleasure itself. He's selling you sex, man. But the Most High didn't create us to just have sex. It's not supposed to be a such thing as contraception. Man. All right, contraception. All right, it's not supposed to be a such thing as contraception, man. It's not supposed to be a such thing as like let me smash her. All right, women have degenerated themselves into pieces of ass now, but the original purpose was not that, man. Her body parts is what her estrogen does when she hits puberty, and her body parts, her estrogen, basically feminizes her body to make you attracted to her, because that's indicative that she's old enough to give birth to healthy offspring. It has nothing to do with the act of sex itself. It's the act of reproduction, man. The other drive that Esau markers off of is your hunger drive, man. The purpose of food is not primarily for pleasure. The pleasure is your reward system being triggered to keep putting nutrition into your body. Your body is a machine and needs 90 vitamins, minerals, and nutrients inside of it to sustain itself. Anytime you neglect to put one nutrient inside of your body, that's where you create a disease, or eventually you will develop a disease, because you literally have missing elements inside of your system. You are an embodiment of the periodic table, and you need those elements in your body daily. All right? But Esau takes your drive, called your hunger drive, and wraps it up in a package and markers off that. That's why every 2 feet you see a fast food restaurant, you see some type of restaurant. You turn on the TV, it's a hamburger playing in slow motion, and they got Al Green playing in the background, man. They purposely did that to market their product to so-called blacks and Hispanics, man. All right? But you're not supposed to sensualize food, man. The purpose of food is to nourish yourself, to basically fulfill your purpose, man. All right? You're not supposed to take food itself and romanticize food. All you can eat, this and that, man. All right? No, that's not the purpose. But you have that drive, you get hungry because your body needs those nutrients. And you get those nutrients basically from the planet Earth, man. All right? And the Most High gave us lawful animals to eat, man. But to just take your drive and mark it off that's demonic, man. That's something that you don't have to pay for, man. That comes from the Most High. A woman, she was already made for you, man. So Esau basically debasing your spirit in Babylon, make you feel like, how do I get her? Or let me get her and all that. Like it's an accomplishment. That's really a spell. Because she was already designed for you, man. In reality, she needs you. The reality is a woman feels incomplete without a man. All right? The whole independent thing, that's demonic as hell. And that's actually against the Most High, man. But I'm not gonna prolong it. I just want to get 2 points, man. Esau took your reproductive drive and created sex out of it and wrapped sex in a package and sold it back to you. He sold your drive back to you, man. He took your hunger drive, took the pleasure from eating, and created all this processed food and put taste enhancers inside this so-called food, wrapped it up in a package, and sold it back to you. All right? Another reason Esau's the devil. And with that, I'm saying death to America and Shalom.